Welcome to 62 to Freedom. You never know what you're going to see on this channel. It just might be crazy. Well, you know, I'm not that old. I'm just a teenager. Right. See if this is still moving. So anyway, let me show you what I'll show you from this view over here. It got carried away. And those were, I just trimmed them like 3 weeks ago to half that size. That one and that one. Those are the stickers. So there you go. I left some of the, I'll show you what it looked like before. So when you were walking through there and you couldn't tell what was around your feet. In flip-flops, yeah, I got squeamish. But like I said, I didn't kill it. You know, it's a network of vines. So here and there, like right there, there and there, and here and here and here, these little ones, and there and there and there, and there and there and there. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm probably gonna dig that one up because it's edible, but I don't know. There's dogs out here peeing on it all the time. I ain't gonna eat it. You know, of course I'm gonna keep that. I'm trying to save that. And that's got a good root system right on my corner. This corner was what eroded the worst inside this fence before the fence was there. And so that was Grandpa's vine right there. See that big thick? That's where most of it started at. But I'm not gonna kill Grandpa. That's Grandpa, man. That's Grandpa, man. Grandpa's got a lot of stories to tell, man. I'm gonna keep Grandpa around. I used to love my great-grandfather's World War I stories. They were great. He was messing around with the French lady over there. He didn't know she was married. And come to find out, she was married. She didn't tell him. And this is how they rolled back in World War I. You know, I'm not advocating anything. Anyway, her husband gave him a gift, and he didn't know that was her husband at the time. It was a bottle of poison cognac. And so he drank it. All my whole life, you know, he had stomach trouble and had to go to the VA hospital all the time. So he drank it and went in the hospital, and they barely saved him. So his troop came in there, you know, I don't know what you call it, or his you know, his guys he went with, his team, and the lieutenant or something that was with him. Anyway, they came there and interrogated him. Then they went out and found the guy and strung him up right on the streets of Paris. So they hung him off a light pole for poisoning an American troop who just saved their country. I don't advocate doing any of that stuff. You know, leave people's wives alone and don't kill people. Don't poison people. I don't agree with any of that. Starting with, you know, I guess if you had to blame somebody, it would have to be the girl. Why would, you know, I know she was appreciative she got her country back, but man, you know, she's married, man, especially. So that's what got my great-grandpa in trouble. And I mean, that's made him do what I don't think he should do, and that made his troop do what I don't think he should do. None of that is acceptable. Anyway, straight from 62 to Freedom. Hello, welcome to 62 to Freedom. This is build day 175, and 3 times I went yesterday and got stuff for the bill. You know, as they run into different jobs, they realize 1 or 2 things is missing. You know, it can't be helped when you got 13 people working. So, you know, you got like 4 teams. There's always going to be something needful thing. And so 3 times I went yesterday, and right at the end, I didn't get the last. It was raining, and I was at Greenland getting electrical wire, a box of 2.0 electrical wire for the sunken lights, and got what I got from Greenland, they have expensive cutoff wheels, so I only got 5 of them. So you know how fast cutoff wheels go. I'm gonna go run, get another 25 from the place that's cheaper, same wheels. So that saves like a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. Shoot, you can from other savings, I was able to buy metal studs and stuff, fit that into the budget, and more C-purlins to support the roof even better. And so and then, you know, some butane. Greenland didn't have the butane, so they need that for the torch that I bought them, the little hand torch, so they can heat up and bend PVC whichever direction they're wiring, you know what I'm saying? Same with the plumbing. They did that with the plumbing. So he also makes what do you call that? You know, he flays open the end of a pipe to give it a rim sometimes, you know, for like that's to fit through the gutter, you know. So one it'll have a flange. The pipe will have a flange. He melts that out too evenly, and then he fits that down in the inside of the gutter, and it hangs on the flange, and then you just seal that off with some clear. I imagine you would just clear up, you know, seal that off with, probably rivet it and then seal it, so that way it don't leak at all. So I'm gonna go get the butane and what else I gotta get? Oh, more cutoff wheels. But first I want to talk to Gary, but he's way up there at the tippy top. So because that way maybe I can cut down on one ride to get supplies, and I can do more out here. I want to, like I was saying yesterday, these vines, I don't want to kill them, just like I didn't want to kill them. I just want to manage them to keep the root system, to keep the sand up here on the beach in the times of the storm. So all these vines are really light. They're not deep in the sand where they're crawling, but there's a network where it goes back to like a granddaddy, you know, the granddaddy where everything sprouts from is got a really deep root that I want to keep. And so I'm going to take most of this out and then keep the granddaddies right there, and then I'll just manage them. They'll give me something to do when I'm like 70. I can sit here in my little lawn chair and get a low one and clip vines every once in a while, and then get up and let my daughter move a chair over. You know, I'm just thinking about the future, like when I'm 90. All right, if I get that far. Nobody's promised tomorrow. I made the forms. You know, you got to make a couple forms, letters to the commissioner of immigration. So I made those letters last night, and my cousin, I guess she would be, that's my wife's cousin, my cousin is gonna type them. She got things to type it up with and everything, and printers and everything. So I paid her for the paper and the ink and all that stuff. So it's really no charge for it. It's just a favor. All right, and she's also the tutor of my daughter, so but she gets paid for regular out of my wife's budget, which I give to her. That's the house budget down there, and this is the build budget. 2 different budgets. And then guess what? After the budgets, the house budget down there is not much. So we're able to afford to save some money, but it's not getting saved now. It's going into the build budget. You know, because that's out of the same account, the checking account. So it's not really getting saved now, but once the build is done, you know, there'll be, you know, like every month to save like 750 or 800 or something. That's not much, but you know, adds up. You'd like to have a little buffer zone, you know, buffer zone. Plus, you know, like right here, I'm like on vacation already. Look at that. I'd tinker around in the yard, drink water, and enjoy myself for the rest of my life. But you know, I do want to see some other places like Australia and Vietnam, and my daughter wants to see Japan. You know, a lot more than that. So there's a lot of islands, a lot of places to see, waterfalls. El Nido is where I want to go, really. And when the dust settles and we got this place furnished, which is a big job in itself, because we're not going to buy the furniture anywhere near here, most of it. So once we get that all picked out and furnished, fixed up reasonably well, we're going to El Nido and enjoy ourselves for at least a week. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to right there. That's what I'm going to dream up right now. I'm going to dream that up. And I really, you know, I'd really rather go to Boracay right now because it's closer, it's cheaper because you don't have to catch a hopper flight, and you can stay longer there. You can stay for like 10 days or 2 instead of a week. But that even sounds better. I don't know. I got to figure out something so I can start dreaming that into existence. All right, peace. Hey, they were really jamming out in here, so I had to just delete the sound, the audio, so you could hear me. I mean, they were jamming down. That's the gonna be the support for the soffit, and inside that soffit, you see that orange pipe? That's gonna be the drainage for, you know, the gutter system. It's gonna go inside this. The soffit's gonna cover that all up, so you're not gonna see any of that orange pipe. And the little bit of orange pipe that curls around to the edge to get to it, you'll see that. So I got some touch-up paint that's gonna make it white. It's gonna blend right into the soffit, so they're gonna put that on there, enamel. So that's what JoJo's doing, and Run and Clear are working as a team over here because Bernard went, you know, he's been sick. He went to San Jose to get some blood work or something like that. You know, normal hospital doctor stuff, you know. Anyway, they're cutting so they can weld. And the boss, Gary, he's up there. He's running electricity. And, you know, I just got him a box of wire yesterday. Or this morning. You know, yesterday evening in the rain. So then I brought it this morning, but I already had it yesterday evening. So that's what's going on in here. And, you know, that they're working like in crews, a welding crew. JoJo's doing a specialty item. Then you got both Marvins are making forms and pouring that top strip that you see here and there. Like at the top of that wall over there, you just saw that darkness. That's what they just formed that and poured that. And then they're going to continue on down that back wall right there and take that big gap away and make it a small gap so they can put a funnel, a flat funnel in and pour that small gap to make the putting a lot less. So if there's ever any give, you know, the weight of the house, you know, there's not much weight on this roof. If the weight of the house is supported by the beams and the columns, not the walls. Although the walls being puttied like that and smoothed in layer after layer, packed in there good, they do both sides. If anything does give, yes, the walls will support that. There couldn't be but more than an eighth of sag before the walls would kick in and start supporting everything. This is solid poured concrete. So anyway, I saw Marvin B climbing from way up there, and he was up on that ladder that went on the roof. He came down there and walked down those couple without no handrail, and walked down this couple rails and went all the way down to the bottom. I'm like, oh my gosh, he was like a monkey, man. Look, he went all the way down that, all the way down there, and I don't know, somehow he got down there. I would never try that. There's no handrails, and one time he was walking on just 2 pieces of bamboo with no rails or nothing holding on to anything. So, and those bamboos are on other perpendicular. Those are horizontal bamboo connected to a perpendicular bamboo that's just got tie wire around it, wrapped around it. And I'm just talking about a couple strands of little 1/16 tie wire. I'm suspicious that it will even hold me, because I weigh more than Marvin B. But Marvin B, he lives in the mountains, so some people had told me that other people can't ride their motorcycle up the mountain in the night, like Marvin B can. So yeah, he's a mountain man. He can do that, but you can't do it. You can't do it. And that's what I'm saying. Unless you grew up in the mountains and you knew that way very good, you couldn't do it. And neither can I. I wouldn't even try it. I probably can't even, I don't know. I probably could walk up there, but it's a treacherous place he lives. That's what I understand. So anyway, everything's, you see that big gap up there? They're going to form that and pour it so that it's only like, a hand width wide, like over there to the left. So that big gap is going to be only a hand width at the top. They're going to form that and pour it. And then that hand width, they're going to hand pack it in there. It's okay. You see all them windows back there behind me? That's going to be the kitchen and dining room if you're a new subscriber. And I want a lot of breeze. So in the garage, you see where they form that over there? They're going to form this one too. See, there's just a little bit above that. They're going to put a funnel in that crack and pour down in there. And then after that, there's going to be very little. They got a hand pack. They got to, they're going to take their scooper and sling it in there, but then they're going to smooth it down and go all the way out to the edge and then go around to the reverse side and do the same thing on that side. Make sure it's packed in there good. And then, it's going to get finished off after that too. So the walls, even though they were poured after, are still going to provide support. If there's any kind of sag whatsoever, they will supply support. Guaranteed. All right. Peace out. Here I am. Anyway, GoPro just froze while I was talking. I don't even remember where I was at. That's what I'm saying. I must have got a limit on this GoPro. But I hear a lot of problems, the same problems I have with it. You might get 3 hours worth of footage and it's just gonna say, oh, you got an SD card failure, blah blah blah. You lost all that footage. Like it's a whim. Anyway, can't fix the yard up. I was gonna get some gas and use a weed eater on the yard, but I cannot because I'm gonna get the water tank. So I gotta drive calmly because my nerves are kind of shattered right now. I gotta drive calmly because my nerves are on edge right now. I got these dogs running out in front of me. I think that misery's trying to get me. It ain't gonna get me though, because I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's. All right, peace out. We're on our way to San Jose. Look how dark it is over there. Wow, it's raining in the mountains for sure, right there. And it's probably raining in San Jose, or it's getting ready to rain. Something ominous comes our way. It's an ambulance. They're the most dangerous ones around here. Alright. I'll show you around a little bit of where we get most of our supplies, our quantity supplies we usually get from there. So it's called EI. A lot of potholes. Alright, peace out. good. Look at this car. Oh, Lord. It's more fun in the Philippines. That guy had everything but the kids to sink on that tricycle.
I see the tank.
The tank's back there, yeah. There goes my tank back there. Better call Gary, tell him to make sure and check that tank out. That it's not damaged or something. If it's damaged, tell him don't take it. It's a shopping area right here. We came to get my niece some shoes, maybe. Here. On the way back from San Jose, me and my wife got our niece who looks after us. Her and her mom look after us good. It's her 18th birthday, so we got her some shoes to go with her dress. You know, girls like shoes.